Do you ever feel like you're not quite as sure of yourself in those intimate moments as you once were? That little hesitation, that seed of doubt that creeps in, it's not just in your head. It's often a reflection of your blood vessel health. There's a really important conversation about men's well-being that should be happening in every doctor's office after 50, but often it gets lost in the rush for quick fixes. I'm not talking about relying on those little blue pills or temporary solutions. I'm talking about 3 simple things you can do every day that can rebuild the foundation of your vitality. Research shows that getting to the root cause is much more effective. Yet, most men completely miss this approach. I'm Dr. Anya Sharma, and as someone who focuses on men's health, I want to have this open conversation with you. Please stay with me, because what I'm about to share could bring back that confidence you thought was gone. And I promise, the third habit is the most impactful of all. To really understand these habits, you need to quickly grasp the reason behind them. Picture your circulatory system like a network of thousands of flexible tubes. The most important part is the inner lining, which needs to be smooth and elastic so blood can flow easily. Male vitality depends completely on having that optimal flow. Over time, things like inflammation and spikes in blood sugar can cause these tubes to lose their flexibility. They become stiffer, narrower, and maybe even a little blocked. It's like replacing a new, flexible hose with an old, brittle one that's full of kinks. The water just doesn't flow the same way. And this is incredibly common. Studies indicate that around age 50, almost half of men start to notice the effects of less efficient circulation. By age 70, that number can be over 70%. That's why you might recognize the signs. A firmness that's not quite what it used to be. A response that takes a little longer, or trouble keeping things going. Here's what's really important, and what many men quietly accept. They think this is just part of getting older. But the truth is, you don't have to see it that way. There are natural, scientifically proven ways to clean and restore the flexibility of those tubes, revitalizing your whole system. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do right now. Let's start with the first habit. Okay, the first habit is something we all think we do, but I promise, there's a twist. I call it the strategic walk. I know what you're probably thinking, Dr. Sharma, walking to improve vitality? Really? Yes, absolutely. But the secret isn't walking for a long time. It's when you walk. That difference is key. Let me explain. Every time you eat, your blood sugar goes up. These repeated spikes are like sandpaper rubbing against the inside of your arteries, causing damage and inflammation that makes them stiff. Here's the secret: a short, 10 to 15-minute walk right after your main meals. By doing this, your muscles use that sugar as immediate fuel, preventing those dangerous spikes. A study in the well-respected journal Diabetes Care showed that these short walks are actually better at controlling blood sugar than one long walk. Think about what this means. With every step, you're actively protecting and smoothing the inside of your arteries, making sure blood flow stays strong and clear. Now, let's move on to habit number 2, which goes hand in hand with the first. We've talked about protecting your arteries. Now, let's talk about the blood flowing through them. With a habit that's so essential, many people overlook it. I call it strategic hydration. I'm talking about something your mom probably always told you: drink water. It seems too simple to have an impact on your vitality, doesn't it? But the science behind it is actually quite powerful. Here's the thing. When you're dehydrated, your blood literally becomes thicker, more viscous. Imagine trying to pump honey instead of water through those tubes we talked about. It's much harder and slower. In fact, studies show that blood thickness is a really important factor affecting circulation, especially in the smaller blood vessels. Now, the important question: what does the thickness of your blood have to do with your vitality? Everything. Thick, sluggish blood has a hard time filling those areas as quickly and fully as needed for a firm, lasting response. Dehydration also puts extra strain on your heart. So, by staying well hydrated, you're not just quenching your thirst. You're actively thinning your blood, making your heart's job easier, and making sure blood reaches where it needs to go with maximum force. The strategy is simple. Drink water consistently throughout the day, especially in the morning and afternoon. A glass as soon as you wake up is essential. It's a small thing that makes a big difference to your blood vessel health. Now, let's get to the third and most powerful habit, and I want you to listen with an open mind because it works while you're doing absolutely nothing, while you sleep. I call it nighttime repair. The science behind this comes from decades of research. A key study from the University of Chicago took young, healthy men and limited their sleep to just 5 hours a night for a week. The result was significant and concerning. Their testosterone levels dropped by 10 to 15%, which is like aging 10 to 15 years in just 1 week. I know sleep well sounds like general advice, but its impact is direct. Why does it work? Think of your body as a factory. It's at night, during deep sleep, that the production line for testosterone and other repair hormones runs at full speed. If you cut the factory's operating hours, production drops. It's that simple. Poor sleep also increases cortisol, the stress hormone, which is directly opposed to vitality because it constricts blood vessels. So bad sleep hits you twice, fewer good hormones and more bad ones. And here, I want to be very clear. This isn't just about lying in bed. It's about creating a sleep sanctuary, a dark room, no phone screens for an hour before bed, and a consistent sleep schedule. This isn't just a wellness tip. It's a medical recommendation for your well-being. If you have ongoing trouble sleeping or think your sleep isn't refreshing, talk to your doctor. Treating a sleep problem could be the most powerful thing you do for your health. Now, it's important to understand how these 3 habits work together. They're not just random suggestions. They form a system. The strategic walk takes care of the tubes, your arteries. Strategic hydration improves the quality of the fluid, your blood. And nighttime repair optimizes the operating system, your hormones, and cellular repair. It's a 3-legged stool for men's health. And now, an important warning, not as someone making videos, but as your doctor. Nothing we've talked about here replaces your regular checkup with a trusted doctor. Men, especially over 50, tests for blood pressure, glucose, cholesterol, and, yes, hormone levels are essential. Problems with vitality can be an early sign of heart issues or diabetes. Please don't ignore this. Ultimately, taking care of your vitality means taking care of your overall health and quality of life. It's the difference between a life filled with confidence, energy, and intimacy, and one marked by frustration and insecurity that you simply don't need to have. And I know this works. This isn't just theory for me. It's what I see happening in my patients' lives every day. I see men who start doing these things and say they've rediscovered their own vitality. But I know many of you are looking for faster results or are dealing with a lack of energy that's already causing you problems. For those situations, addressing the root cause, blood vessel and hormone health, more directly is key. That's why I want to share something I've been suggesting to my patients that has had impressive results. It's a simple, 60-second masculine ritual that has been shown to have great results in helping blood flow and supporting natural hormone production in just weeks. What's great about this method is that it works naturally, without the need for chemical solutions that, as we know, often come with a long list of unwanted side effects. Unfortunately, natural and effective approaches like this don't often get the attention they deserve because they don't generate the same profits for the pharmaceutical companies. So, if you're really frustrated with a lack of energy or feel your confidence shaken because your body isn't responding the way it used to, I've made a short video that explains exactly how this ritual works. The link is pinned in the first comment below this video. Now, I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Which of these 3 habits, the strategic walk, hydration, or nighttime repair, surprised you the most? Or which one will you start doing today? While you're at it, tell me what city and country you're watching from. I love reading and connecting with you. If this video was helpful to you, the best way to thank me is by clicking the like button and subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming men's health videos. And last, but perhaps most important, please share this video. Send it to a friend, a brother, your dad. Quality information shared at the right time can literally make a difference in someone's confidence and life. To keep learning, click the video on your screen now, where I talk about the 5 foods that help boost your blood circulation. Until the next video, and always remember, your health is your most valuable asset. Take care.